Wellness Show, episode 190.
Welcome to The Wellness Show, a podcast on health and wealth. I'm your host, Tyhson Banighen, the founder of the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy. Join me as we get the latest insight, tips, and strategies from wellness providers, coaches, and successful, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and much, much more.
Welcome, everyone. This is the Power of Energy Healing, and we are a little late today. We were working on sound. At first it was working fine, and then there was some feedback, so he jumped off and came back on, and then he wasn't able to hear me anymore. So if anyone can hear me, be sure to comment right now. If you're seeing this, if you could comment to let me know that you can hear this, that would be great. So anyone coming on, just
maybe we can check if people can hear me all right as well.
Yeah, let us know who you can hear. If you can hear me or if you can hear him, that would just let us know that you can hear both of us or one of us. We're working on sound right now. Okay, Emily says she hears me, so that's good. Okay, so we were having a little, thing to do with the microphone or speakers. We're not sure which it was, but we've been working on that for probably about 30 minutes now. So, okay, good. So actually, I can hear him now because we're using our phones to hear each other. So we're getting creative today. So thank you for joining us, and it is late, so we'll do our best to sum this up and just kind of get things going. So I just want to welcome you all and thank you all for your patience. We really appreciate it. We were doing our best, I promise. So let's just get started. This show is about how to take back your power and stand in your truth. And this is what Tyhson gave to me as a title, and I love this title from Tyhson. I mean, it was the perfect thing for the show. And so it was like, would you like to know more about how to take back your power and stand in your truth? Yes, of course. Everyone wants to know that. That's great. So Tyhson is my guest today, Tyhson Banighen. The Illuminator is a master inner game mentor, shaman, coach, author, and lecturer that has discovered that 95% of your business and wellness success depends on you mastering the inner game of life. The key to taking back your power and to standing in your truth no matter what, so you can deliver your unique gifts to the world. So, and Tyhson later on will be sharing with us some type of clearing or healing technique. So this is going to be beneficial for everyone. So I just want to welcome Tyhson. And so welcome, Tyhson. And if you have anything to add to that, just let people know more about you and exactly what this is about, how to take back your power and stand in your truth.
Yes, thank you for inviting me to the show. It's good to see you as a rising star and getting your mojo together and delivering it to the world. So it's great to come back, after having you on the show and getting you up and running. It was exciting to see you just took off like a rocket. So
and I want to remind everybody that that Tyhson was the first person to ever interview me last year. So so this was just totally unexpected. So now the tables have kind of turned here. So now it's his turn, and so this was very unexpected, but at the same time, it was meant to be, obviously. So I am grateful for Tyhson for kind of just dragging me out of that comfort zone and getting me out there. So that I am very, very grateful. So thank you.
Well, thank you. It's been a great pleasure, like I said, to see a rising star. And you have so much of this important to deliver to the world. Yeah. And by the way, everybody on the call probably does as well. And really, that's my forte, is to help people discover what their divine gifts are. What have you incarnated to do on planet Earth, and helping you deliver that awesomeness to the planet. We're in a major change of transformation on the planet now, and we really need empaths to step forward and to learn why they're here and deliver their unique gifts. So most people listening to this show, I'm willing to bet, are empathic. And for empath, the biggest problem is overwhelm. What I mean by that is you're like receiving 95,000 radio stations simultaneously. It's hard to know what's yours, what's your loved ones, what's the planets, what's the galaxy. You're getting all this information simultaneously, and it's hard to sort out what are you responsible and what is yours. So I developed a program called Taking Back Your Personal Power, Standing in Your Truth No Matter What. It comes from the background of dowsing. So I'm a master dowser. And a part of dowsing is learning how to clear your bioenergy field from all man-made or other types of interrupters into your field. So your bioenergy field is really quite, well, for most people, let me back up and say this. For most people in our culture, even worldwide, 75% of the population has more than 50% intrusion into the bioenergy field, which is astronomical when you think about it. What that means is for 75% of the population, when they get up in the morning, doesn't matter what type of good food they eat, what water, awesome water, blessed water they drink, no matter what yoga, exercise, or whatever they do, 50% of their bioenergy that they generate goes elsewhere. I mean, can you imagine what sort of planet we will have when people learn how to manage their bioenergy field and stand in their truth, particularly the empaths? And so that's what I want to do. I want to bring about change and transformation on this planet. I want people to experience full body enlightenment right here in this lifetime, not next lifetime. I want to live on a compassionate, loving planet. And anything other than that, I'm not interested in. So I'm looking for the tribe of people who really, really wants to do that, who knows in their heart of heart that they're here as a planetary transformational change agent and wants to get to work. Now, having said all that, what does all this mean? Well, it means that there's two ways that your bioenergy field can be interrupted. One is man-made interrupters, like electromagnetic smog, or like cell phones, or like EMFs, or like smartphones, and on and on and on. I think on the last count, there was like 2,700 plus man-made interrupters. So that's, petrochemicals really affect us. So all of those create hypersensitivity and drain our bioenergy field. And so that's one source of the problem. The other source of the problem is the internal drama. And that is unprocessed trauma, which could be near-death experience, core fractures, toxic emotions, unresolved emotions. All of those things are like energy eaters. And if your energy field is 75% more compromised, then most likely you're starting to hear voices in your head. And then we're into really serious stuff. We're into the whole area of possession, exorcism, and all of those things that nobody in our culture ever wants to talk about. We just lock people up and put them in a psychiatric ward and give them drugs to calm that down, when really in the middle of a healing crisis, trying to figure out who they are and their relationship to the cosmos. So that's a bit of a broad brush of where I'm coming from and what I'm all about. And so rather than me just rattling on, I'm open to, Christy, you asking me questions so we can direct it the way that you think that your listeners would like to know about.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it to the viewers here. What questions do you have about this that you want him to answer? Because that's the best way to find out what's best for them is getting those questions. So post your questions now as to what it is that you in what ways do you feel that he can help with this in any way? I know that many of you are resonating with what he's saying, and so just put your questions here in the comments now, and we'll get him to answer the questions.
So while we're waiting for questions to come in, just to let everybody know, I do have a weekly healing hour. It's every Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. So 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I am available 1 hour. I have a toll-free number. It's 1-866-369-7464 or 1-866-dowsing. I'm available to answer any questions related to this topic, which has to do with dowsing and energy healing and clearing your bioenergy field. So I'm available, though you can find me at the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy, where you'll find me live on Be Live for that hour, and come and join us. If you don't get your question answered here, well, then jump on at 3 o'clock and ask me those questions, and we'll see if we can get you all cleared up.
Yeah, so any questions that you have, put them in the comments now. And what I'm going to do is, I had all this set up before to actually, and I had to recreate the whole broadcast. So I had all his information in there to pop up on the screen and everything. I was ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the comments after the show. So the
quality online wellness products, courses, and services, visit our sponsors, thewellnessstore.ca and the Extraordinary Healing Arts Academy located at thewellnessacademy.ca. To stay in touch, visit us at thewellnessshow.ca. And until next time, be healthy, wealthy, and wise.